Hello. This week I received a really helpful parish email reminding me that tomorrow, Saturday, the clocks will go back for 1 hour. I was quite pleased to receive this email as a reminder that I'll get an extra hour in bed or an extra hour to go for a run or something else. So I was really happy to get that. It also reminded me that the clock in the car for the next however long till the clocks change again, the clock in the car will tell the wrong time because I don't know how to alter the clock. So for half of the year the clock tells the right time and the other half it doesn't. I'm sure there's many of us like that, or maybe not, maybe it's just me. But getting that email prompted me to start thinking about, with clocks going back, the change in the season, and we're in autumn and then we'll be moving into winter. And I started to think also about the liturgical year, how we're going to be moving quite quickly now towards Advent and the excitement of Advent. But prior to that, I was fortunate enough last week to go on a quiet day at the Cenacle in Liverpool, and I received a poem there which I'm going to read to you in a minute, and it's based on Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verses 1 to 8, and that talks about a time for everything. So just thinking about seasons and times in our life and times in the church in the liturgical year, it really spoke a lot to me. So I'm going to share that poem with you now. There is a time for everything, a time for every season under heaven, a time to be insecure and a time to have security, a time to have strong opinions and a time to let them go, a time to be confused and a time to have clarity, a time to be healthy and a time to be sick, a time to experience success and a time to know failure, a time to be young and a time to grow old, a time to feel at peace and a time to face conflict, a time to have friends and a time for loneliness, a time to be weak and a time to be strong, a time to feel lost and a time to find the way home, a time to shed the skin and a time to welcome a new one. That really spoke to me, that poem, and I would urge you during this week to maybe reflect on it a bit further and just think to yourselves, in what way is this representing me and my life at this moment? You know, am I feeling insecure at the moment, but hopefully I will move into security? Do I have friends at the moment, or am I in a place of loneliness? I just think it's quite a powerful poem, and there is a time for everything. There is a season for everything. And throughout that, we need to remain focused on Jesus and just know that no matter what we're going through now, it will change, it will move on. And it's about drawing strength and comfort from Jesus in all the times and the changes that we go through. So this weekend, as well as enjoying an extra hour in bed or an extra hour doing jobs or running or whatever, I'd ask you to just have a little think about the poem I've just shared. And obviously it's based on Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verses 1 to 8, so you can ponder it a bit further and just think about where you're up to now. What time are you at in your life? What season are you experiencing? And how can you move into the next season? Amen.